A huge crowd there greeting Narendra Modi as he arrives in New York. His flight touched down about 40 minutes ago and he's now arrived at the hotel where he will be staying. He will be here for 2 days before he goes to Washington, where he will be meeting President Barack Obama. Prime Minister Modi will of course be addressing the UN General Assembly in a much anticipated speech. This is his first visit to New York, and you can see huge crowds who've gathered to see him. He's been walking through the crowd, waving to them as he walks towards the foyer of his hotel. You can see the signs that people have brought with them, clearly signs with hearts on them saying we love Modi. So a huge wave of popularity there for the Indian Prime Minister as people have flocked to the spot. That's the security escort that is walking him through to the hotel where he is staying. A quick reminder of what Mr. Modi's agenda is going to be like now that he has arrived. Now, of course, this part of his arrival means that this really kicks off what's going to be a very hectic 5 days for the Prime Minister. This crowd that we are seeing right now is going to be the first of many that Prime Minister Modi is going to be seeing. He has nearly 50 engagements over the next few days, including a gathering that he will be holding at Madison Square Garden. Now, the first big one, of course, is the maiden address to the UN General Assembly tomorrow during his 3-day stay in New York, where he says he will call for a strong global commitment and a more concerted multilateral action in addressing challenges of the global economy, as well as turbulence and tension and the spread of terrorism. After that, he will be going to Washington, where he will be holding bilateral meetings with US President Barack Obama, where he says on the agenda is going to, of course, be Indo-US ties and how it can be taken to the next level in the interest of both the countries. Mr. Obama will be hosting a rare private dinner for Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the White House on the 29th of September to establish a personal rapport with the Prime Minister ahead of the summit talks the next day. Now, this huge crowd, as I was saying, is possibly just one of the first that we're going to be seeing Narendra Modi engaging with going ahead. He's got, as we said, many engagements. He's got engagements planned with business leaders. He's got engagements planned with the local communities as well, including that huge event at Madison Square Garden. So there's a lot on Mr. Modi's plate. He's just touched down, and already you can see the kind of reception that he's getting about 45 minutes after reaching the United States of America for his first official visit to the US. So let's quickly sum up what Mr. Modi actually said before he took off for the United States of America. A lot of Mr. Modi's agenda is going to be a huge hard sell for India as a sound investment destination. Of course, he's also going to be seeking to mend ties with the US. He has given constant assurances that the two countries have a fundamental stake and many shared interests in each other's successes. This, of course, will be on the 29th, the first meeting between the leaders of the world's two largest democracy, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Barack Obama. But first of all eyes are going to be on that maiden address at the UN General Assembly, which is going to be taking place tomorrow. His 3-day stay in New York, which has just started. He just flew in about 45 minutes ago. He's just reached his hotel, been escorted by his guards through that crowd. You can see the people there screaming out Mr. Narendra Modi's name, holding up placards. If we take a closer look at the kind of demography there, Mr. Modi there stopping to wave to the crowds, to sort of make a quick engagement with those people who have flocked to see his arrival in the United States of America. I think there's a lot of hope in certain sections of the Indian American community that he will be representing India, particularly when it comes to as an investment platform. He will be making that hard sell for India as a future partner for the United States of America, and this is something which has clearly ignited a keen interest in the many people who are reaching out, trying to touch his hand as he passes by them. A lot of excitement there in the air as Narendra Modi arrives in New York. And of course, he has said several times that Indo-US ties are a focus for him, as well as representing India in the best possible light at the UN General Assemblies, touching upon key concerns both for India as well as for the international community.